the Dodgers have absolutely made a shocking move that will change everything for the NLDS. Hey, this is Mike Nelson of Dodgers Digest. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I want to thank the almost 13% of you, the ones that are watching these videos who have already subscribed. But 86% of you have not hit that subscribe button yet. Make sure to subscribe. Myself and Brad J are bringing you everyday Dodger videos, and we have a goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers before the NLDS kicks off, and we need your help. So make sure to subscribe. Help out a couple cool Dodger fans. Let's get right into it. Of course, the Dodgers have made an absolutely shocking move. This is just an hour ago. The Dodgers will now start Yoshinobu Yamamoto in Game 1 of the NLDS, completely changing course. Of course, the team had originally announced that they were going to start Jack Flaherty in Game 1. They have now flipped it, and Yamamoto is going in Game 1, and Flaherty is going in Game 2, which, of course, makes both pitchers potentially available for Game 5. Now, why does it make both pitchers available? Well, because Yamamoto has gotten at least 5 days rest in all of his starts this season. So if he pitches on Saturday, he will get 5 days because Game 5 is scheduled for Friday, if it happens, right? So he would get Sunday through Thursday off, giving him the 5-day rest that Yamamoto has had all season long. Had the Dodgers gone with Flaherty on Saturday and Yamamoto on Sunday, it would basically make Yamamoto ineligible for Game 5, right? Because not ineligible, of course, in terms of the rules, but ineligible in terms of the way the Dodgers have been managing his pitching this year, right? That's what it would end up being. Because he would pitch on Sunday, and he would only have 4 days rest prior to Friday. So the Dodgers wanted to make sure that he got at least 5 days in between both starts, right? And that's what's happening right now. He's going to pitch Saturday, Flaherty's going to pitch Sunday, and it leaves the door open for Game 5. Potentially the Dodgers have to sit down and think, who are they going to want for Game 5? It just creates a more manageable situation. It doesn't lock them into Flaherty, which of course the Padres could start to plan knowing that Flaherty was going to pitch. He's going to pitch Game 5 no matter what, right? If it gets to 5 now, the Dodgers can kind of leave everybody kind of up in the air, right? The Dodgers can Wednesday could come when Game 4 potentially could be on Wednesday of next week, and then let's say Game 5 is now certain. They don't have to really say who's going to pitch until Friday morning. They can wait till Friday morning and say, hey, we're going to roll out Flaherty or we're going to roll out Yamamoto. Of course, there's going to be some, there's going to be some speculation on who's going to pitch depending on how each pitcher does in said game. Say Yamamoto has a poor game in Game 1, but Flaherty has a great game in Game 2, then I guess the majority of fans and players on the San Diego are going to think, well, Flaherty's probably going in Game 5 after the kind of start that Yamamoto had. It's hard to know, right? It's very hard to know. So that's why the Dodgers did this. And like I talked about yesterday in the video, I would have went with Yamamoto in Game 1. It's kind of crazy. I think the Dodgers are watching Dodgers Digest, and they're getting my tips. I mean, I did not expect this. I did not expect the Dodgers to change course this quick. Literally, 48 hours before Game 1? Game 1's on Saturday. It's Thursday. It's only 48 hours away. The Dodgers are already changing course. Now thinking about announcing Andrew Freeman saying that they're going to go with Yamamoto in Game 1. It's basically already been said. This was reported just a couple hours ago. And yeah, this is definitely big news to say the least. And I think the Dodgers, they signed Yamamoto to so much money in the offseason, $300 million plus. I mean, to have this guy not be the number one starter for you in the playoffs with Glasnow injured, and of course Ohtani injured out for the year in terms of pitching, it's got to be Yamamoto. Flaherty is let's face it, he could be a short-term fix if it doesn't go well in the playoffs for him. If it doesn't go well for Flaherty in these playoffs, he is a short-term fix, and he won't be a Dodger for very long. So Flaherty, of course, has a lot to prove in terms of pitching is to be on this team, right? Because, like I said, Yamamoto is here for the long haul. He's going to be here for a long time, regardless of what happens. And just the way he looked in the games that he pitched, in the big games that he pitched, I really think he deserved to be the number one starter. I really think he did, and it's happening. He's going to pitch Game 1, and he's potentially going to be slated for Game 5 as well. Taking the mound for potentially the 2 biggest games for the Dodgers season in this next week. Hopefully it's just one game. Hopefully there's no Game 5, and we don't see Yamamoto until Game 1 of the NLCS. Yeah, that's already feeling good. Already feeling like somewhere I want to be, somewhere where I want to be looking forward to already the NLCS. But we got to get through the NLDS first, right? We got to get through the NLDS first. Got to win 3 games first. Got to win those 3 games before you start thinking about the NLCS. So, big news for sure. Yamamoto going to be starting Game 1, Flaherty Game 2. But let's get into this next story. The San Diego Padres attempting to prevent Dodger fans from purchasing NLDS tickets. Well, this happened last year. Let me explain. So, this is what the Padres basically announced to their fans, or to not just their fans, but just to ticket buyers in general. Petco Park is located in San Diego. The sales to this event are going to be restricted to the residents of San Diego County, Southern Orange County, Western Arizona, Vegas, and the surrounding area, and all of Baja California. So, if you don't live in those areas, you're not going to be able to buy tickets, and your transactions are going to be canceled without notice, and refunds will be given. And obviously, this is to avoid all the Dodger fans from taking over Petco Park, because that's exactly what happens during the regular season. During the regular season, when you watch a game in San Diego and the Dodgers are playing, the whole place is full of Dodger fans. You just see a bunch of Dodger blue. You see a bunch of fans wearing blue because the Dodgers are the biggest team in the West Coast. They are the most popular, the most watched team in the West Coast. Dodgers, Yankees, they are the 2 biggest teams in the world in terms of baseball. So obviously, they're going to have more fans, and they are making it tough for us Dodger fans to go watch our team play in San Diego in Game 3 of the NLDS and potentially Game 4. But let me tell you, I got the solution for you. So 2 years ago, myself, I went to Game 4 of the NLDS, the game that we unfortunately lost in Petco Park. How did I go? Because the Padres had the same restriction 2 years ago when they had the NLDS. What did I do? I bought the ticket on StubHub. So if you're a Dodger fan and you want to go to these games in San Diego, which I urge you to go to because we need the support, we need our Dodger fans in San Diego, bringing the noise, supporting the blue, the Dodger blue. Got to buy tickets on StubHub. You can get around it, get around the ban for this ban on Dodger fans of buying tickets, of course, outside of San Diego County. You got the solution right there. That's what I did. Bought the ticket on StubHub. I was sitting second deck. I wasn't sitting that high up. Fortunately, the Dodgers lost. It was raining, I remember. It was raining in San Diego. Pretty crazy. It was raining. It was cold. It was October. Felt like a fall day in California, something we don't get every year. But anyway, that day it was cold, rainy, and we lost. It was terrible. But I bought a ticket on StubHub. So if you're going to the Dodger, if you're going to San Diego next week, and you're going on Ticketmaster to buy tickets, and it doesn't let you, go to StubHub, get in there, support the Dodgers, wear your blue, and let's go Dodgers.